Thank you very much for watching. Today I'll be reacting to the craziest stories I found on the internet. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and leave your thoughts in the comments.
What do you mean we have to pay rent?
I'm sorry. We just need help around here.
You never said nothing about rent before.
Well, now I have to. I need you guys to help out. It's going to be like $800 for each of you.
Each?
Yeah, girl, we pay $2,500 a month for rent here.
So you want me to do rent and a bill?
Well, that will include the bill. So we'll just scratch the bill. So the $800 will include help towards the bill.
Where's all this coming from? Because you never mentioned any of this before.
Well, now that he's here, this is...
This is your house.
Well, he's moving in.
You never had a problem before.
Well,
No.
I don't think it's wrong to make your adult kids pay bills, but asking them to pay bills because you want to move a man into your house, a grown adult man into your own house, that just kind of makes me feel some kind of way. Like it just rattles a little bit of an anger in me. Like it just makes me really upset watching this video because he's an adult. I'm assuming he's somewhere close to her age, so he can afford to pay bills, to split bills with her. She doesn't have to rely on her kids to pay his own portion of the bill. Also, looking at them, I would assume they're in their early 20s. This is the point in their life where they need to save up as much as they can so that they can afford to buy their own houses or like save up and move out to be their own independent person. But now you're going to be charging them to subsidize the living of a grown adult man. How are they going to be able to set up their own life? You have to think about your own kids first before you think about some other man that is coming into your life.
No.
He's going to be the man of the house.
I'm not paying rent.
No.
I'm not paying rent.
We know.
It's not even your decision. It's his.
You barely know him. He's been here for like 2 months.
It's even worse that she only knew him for 2 months. That makes me even more upset. Because you're telling me that you value the relationship you have with a man that you just met 2 months ago more than what you have with your kids for over 20 years. It doesn't make any sense, please. Tell me this is a skit.
And all of a sudden he's moving in, and then you're telling us that we have to pay rent?
Yeah.
$800
We're
each.
getting married.
Wow.
This is going to be our house.
Well, he should be bringing some money.
This man is a grown adult. He should be bringing some money. He's not in his 20s. I'm assuming, just looking at their ages, I'm assuming that he's going to be someone that is close to their mother's age. He should be bringing some money. And is it not weird to you that a man you just met 2 months ago wants to move in with you? It's just giving homosexual to me. Like, I'm sorry, that's just what's giving. Giving, I'm in love with you because I have nowhere to stay. Some of the top comments. This girl says he's unemployed and calling the shot. Weird, right? Like, why would you let an unemployed grown adult come to your house and tell you and your kids what to do? Doesn't make any sense to me. This other person says, girls, move out. This is only the start. Exactly. You don't know what other crazy rules is gonna come in and start like making up. This is part 2.
It has come down to, and this is the decision.
Him over us. That's what you're saying.
Well, he's my man.
And I'm your daughter.
You barely know him.
2
We barely
months.
know him, and he's just sitting there smiling about it. Like it's a joke.
I have to do what's best by my man. I love him.
It's all about a team effort here, girls.
Team.
Yeah, we all got
I don't even much
You the
like
most
her.
against person against her daughters that you are.
And you're following it.
That's not true.
Mom,
Why
he's
are you doing
violating
that?
our privacy. And you're going to listen to him about a bill.
I love him. I can't. I have to do what he says. So.
No, you do not have to do what he says. You do not have to do what he says. He's a grown adult man. If he wants to move in with you, he should bring some money to the table. He's not a child anymore. If he's a child, I'll be like, okay, you're helping him out. That's understandable. But he's a grown adult. He should be able to pay some bills. That's just how life works, unfortunately. You have to have some money as a grown adult. You cannot just want to move in with somebody and have nothing. Risking the relationship you have with your children over a man that you've only known for 2 months literally makes no sense to me.
You know, it's just.
So you're gonna
That's the
choose
way it's
him
gonna
over
be.
us.
That's what it sounds like,
You're
babe.
choosing him over us.
I'm done.
No, I'm choosing us as a whole.
We're not a family.
It's only 833, girls.
Well, then you can't pay it. Grown man. You came into our house.
And
This is our
jobs
home.
searching, you know, it's hard out there. But you guys have jobs. So,
You?
know, it should
You
teach
married-
He
you
don't even have a
responsibility.
job.
I just knew this man didn't have a job. That's why he's so eager to move in with her. Because who wants to move in with somebody after 2 months? 2 months, you're still getting to know each other. You're still like, you're just getting out of the talking stage. Why would you want to move in with somebody at that time? This is giving very much homosexual. It's getting cold out there and I don't have a place to stay, so I'm going to manipulate this woman into letting me stay in her house. In my opinion, I feel like this woman is making a really bad decision. This person says this isn't about the bill, it's about a random man coming into their family home and demanding changes. Exactly. Like, why would you let a man that you barely know come into your house and tell you and your kids what to do? No, this man has not created a relationship with your kids. This man doesn't, I'm pretty sure he doesn't even know them very well. And then he comes into your house and tell you and your kids what to do. It doesn't make any sense. And the worst part is that he's not even contributing anything financially. Neither does he have a job. This other person says 2 months, that's a stranger. Exactly. 2 months? You don't know that man well to let him into your house? And then you have daughters and you're letting this stranger to come live with you guys? Do you know how dangerous that is? This other person says move out. He can help out pay bills. You guys split rent. I think this would be the move. If I was in their situation, that's exactly what I'm going to do. Because I'm not going to put up with this. I'm sorry, I'm just not. Part 3.
Me pay?
He's doing the best that he can.
Can't believe this.
And what about us? We're just doing nothing.
You're still living in my house. How old are you? And you're still living here? And I'm
How
still
old
How old is
sorry.
he without a job?
And
I'm waiting for the settlement to come in, okay?
I have to take care of you for the rest of your life?
B, how many times I heard about a settlement?
When are you gonna go?
Wow.
Now you saying this because you get a man.
Grown adult men do not wait for a settlement. They wait for a paycheck. That's what grown people do. They go to work and earn a paycheck. They are not waiting for no settlement. A settlement should be a plus, not what you are depending on for your financial security. I knew this man had no job from the beginning of this. And this mother is being very unfair to her children.
Wings and fly. When are you guys gonna be grown and go do what you're supposed to do as grown-ups? How long do you want to live under my roof?
As your daughter, you is always my mother. You can
And
always
I'm
provide.
always gonna be your mom.
Not choosing him over us. That's not a mom.
Still
He
have
comes
to
in here
learn.
making all of these changes and you've only known him for 2 months. That doesn't make any sense.
He literally he literally walked in on me while I was changing. He didn't even knock on the door.
Creepy. Very, very creepy. I'm not even surprised. This man she's bringing into this house, they barely know him. Why would you bring a man into the house that you have other women in? That you barely know? You literally have known this guy for only 2 months. It literally makes no sense to me. It's just given that she's very desperate to have a man in her life.
No excuses, huh?
Do you know he changed the locks?
I was looking for
Had beat outside at 4 a.m. in the morning. That's not dangerous, Mom.
The locks were old. They needed to be changed anyway.
In my opinion, I feel like this woman is a little bit too desperate to have a man. Just looking at her children, I would assume she's somewhere in her mid to late 40s. And I would assume if the man is around that age, I would assume that he should at least have a career. If, as a grown adult, if you're somewhere in your 40s, you should have something going on for yourself. And he doesn't seem to have that. And she has no standard for what she's willing to accept from a man. It just gives very desperate energy to me. Look at some of the top comments. The person says he wants 3 women paying his bills and taking care of his needs. The sisters need to move in with each other and away from that environment. Exactly. Because this is about to get really, really messy if they decide to stay there. Because who knows what other crazy rules he's gonna come up with, right? And the mother will probably have to comply just to be with him. Just move out. It's not worth all the other stress you're gonna face just for your mother to keep this man. This other person says no man is worth treating your children that way. Exactly. Especially not for a man that you just met 2 months ago. You're willing to risk over 20 years of relationship because of that. This person says get a job, move, go no contact till she comes to her senses. Let her have that. I agree with the part that says move. I agree that they should move out. I think that's going to be the best decision for them. but I do not agree that they should go no contact with their mother. That's just my opinion. Because if this man turns out to be abusive, which I won't be too surprised if he does, their mother will still need a support system. And I know that yes, what she did to them is not fair, but she's still your mom at the end of the day, right? I just feel like going no contact is kind of extreme in this situation. Thank you very much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and leave your thoughts in the comments. Have a good day.